Well, let me start off by thanking you for taking the time to talk to me. I know the readers of MJ's Gossip Spot will be excited to know what's up with you right now. So why don't we start off with you telling me a little bit about yourself and how you got started in the business?
Oh, wow, okay.
Well,
Back a little bit, right now?
Yeah, I'm recording.
We're going back 26 years.
Yeah.
I started off when I was 6 years old on a show called Punky Brewster. Punky came about because my uncle was actually the creator of the show. He thought it would be neat for me to see my name on TV.
Uh-huh.
Read it, I was like, hey, it says my name. Cool, so when do I go to work? He was like, well, it's not really written for you, sweetheart. It was just written for you to see your name on TV.
Uh-oh.
And I didn't want to take no for an answer. I didn't really understand it. And I was determined that, my name is on the paper, that it's my job. So I bugged him long enough where he got me an audition. One audition turned into 7 because he had sold the show to NBC. Brandon Tartikoff, who was the president of NBC at the time, basically kind of fell in love with me because I was just an innocent little girl who really knew nothing about the business. And he gave me the job, and I've been doing it ever since.
Okay. Well, everybody remembers Punky Brewster. So, speaking of Punky, do you ever run into Soleil Moonfry? I see she's expecting her second child.
Absolutely. Soleil and I are really good friends.
Oh, good.
Two little girls. Yeah, we've got 2 little girls together for 6 years. Either they love each other or they hate each other.
You said that you had 2 kids?
I'm a mother. Yeah, I don't really talk about my children, but yes, I do have kids.
Okay, that's fine. So we'll just leave it at that. You are a mom.
I am a mom. I've never birthed children yet, but my children are adopted.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
That's exciting anyway.
Oh, yeah, I love them.
Okay. So what have you been up to? What's going on with you?
The past couple of years, I've decided that I'm tired of being the sweet little innocent girl on TV, and I was ready to take my career in a different direction, so I started producing films. Okay. I have a film that should be out early January. It's called 75 that I co-executive produced and also starred in.
Okay.
With Cherie Johnson as one of the producers, along with Wyclef Jean as one of the executive producers. It was directed by Mr. Funnyman, Brian Hooks.
Okay, uh-huh.
He actually became my business partner the past few years. This is going to be Brian's first big theatrical release that he produced and he directed. And he kind of, got the fever bug of the theater, so he wants to leave the DVD world. He's known as the king of DVD.
Right.
And the reason why he's known as the king is because he's done 7 films consecutively for $500,000, which is like dirt cheap. And he's grossed over $15.3 million to date. And I told him, hey, B, since you're leaving the DVD world, what's up with making me the queen of DVD? That way we can keep our spot there and do the theatrical things all at once. So that's another thing that I've been working on. I just picture wrapped my first film that I wrote, produced, and starred in called I Do, I Did. That'll hopefully be out late 2008.
And so this all came about after you left Family Matters, right? After
Yes.
you left Family Matters, you kind of gave up playing that kind of role. You did go on to play on The Parkers for a while. You had a recurring role on there, right?
I mean, I will never give up acting. That's my heart. It's my first love. I went on and did The Parkers. I guest appeared in a couple other TV shows. I did, like, the Eve show. I had a few cameos on some films. But it seemed like every time I was going in the room for casting, they still saw the little girl from Punky Brewster, the little girl from Family Matters. So I realized I was going to have to do something to change that. And the best thing I could think that I could change that is give myself a job and play characters that I wanted to play.
Very good. I admire that. Did you have to audition for the role on Family Matters?
Oh, absolutely. It was actually a really fun audition. One of the producers actually worked on Punky Brewster.
Okay.
So between Family Matters and Punky Brewster, I was doing Days of Our Lives.
Oh, one of my favorite folks.
I kind of walked in, just out for work from Days of Our Lives, and I saw the producer, and we basically sat there and laughed and talked. I was in that room probably for about 20 minutes.
Okay.
I did my scene, and they told me about the character. They called me back a couple times, and after that, I was on the show for 10 years.
And that was like a groundbreaking show. We had, African Americans, they had Good Times and What's Happening and Family Matters. Did you feel that that show would be a part of African American history in television?
At that time, I still didn't realize what I was doing, really. I was an actress, but I was an actress because I was doing something that I loved to do. It was fun. It wasn't work for me. I knew that I was doing something that was positive, and it felt good because the set felt good. Like, Family Matters was a real family matter.
Right.
I came on after the first season, so they had already had a bonding situation, and they kind of just took me in like, an extended cousin.
Right. So the cast
Everybody was really close. I knew it was
close.
something that felt good,
Right.
and by hearing, our chemistry that we had together really portrayed on the screen, because a lot of people are still asking me, hey, we heard that you and Laura are sisters, or you and Laura are best friends, and I'm like, wow, if you really think that, 10 years later, we did our job.
Yeah, that was a big rumor for a while that you were sisters with Kelly. You and
Hello?
Kelly were sisters. Hello? Hello?
I'm still here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
No, I was saying that was a rumor for a while that you and Kelly were really sisters in real life. That was that was out for a long time, actually.
I know. I don't know where it came from. I mean, we look at each other and we bust out laughing, but a lot of people say that we look alike. We think it may be like the chinky eyes or something, but we really don't see it. She's a cute girl, though, so to me it's a compliment.
Okay. So do you keep in touch with anyone from the show?
I don't see them very often. We do talk on and off, but I talk to Sean Harris all the time, the guy who played Waldo.
Uh-huh.
I've known him since I was 8 years old. He actually guest starred on Punky Brewster.
Really?
When I was little, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yep. He was like my first little love interest who tried to kiss me on Punky Brewster. And then he ended up playing my boyfriend for no.
That's too funny.
Yeah, we have great history.
Cool. So after you did Family Matters, did you go out on auditions, or did you just say, you know what, I'm going to take some time for me? Because, sometimes you're on a long-running show and people think you're typecast. As you just said before, people are used to seeing you play that young person. Did you decide to just wait, or did you decide to just get right back into something else, just try to get another series?
I don't think I actually put that much thought into it, but I've never gone a year without working.
Okay.
I did audition. I didn't audition as much as I probably should have because I was too busy hanging out with my friends.
Oh, okay.
I spent a lot of time traveling and stuff, but I believe after I did Family Matters, I did a cameo on a film called Teaching Mrs. Tingle. And then after that, I did The Parkers.
And how did that come about? Did you audition for that?
All auditions, yeah, and I was really excited to do The Parkers because Countess Vaughn and I have known each other since she was doing 227 and I was doing Punky Brewster. So it was like kind of our dream to always, one day, girl, one day we're going to work together.
And what was it like working with Monique?
Oh, my God, Monique is a fool. I played Monique's niece, Countess's cousin, and every day on the set was a riot. I was working during the time when Monique was putting together her show, Skinny Girls Are Evil. Mm-hmm. So she really picked on me every day. And it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I was disappointed when the show ended, because I love to see minority shows do well and continue. Do you think, speaking of that, do you think that there's a reason why we continue to just see Vivica and Gabrielle and those girls in movies and not, I want to see you, and I want to see other women out there that are just as talented as those actresses. Do you think there's a reason why that is? That we only see those, like Vivica, Gabrielle, Nia, those, the same regular people over and over?
We just had this conversation yesterday, and like the studios, when you're doing a studio film, there's only certain names that you can sell. They get comfortable with one person, and it's really hard to break another person in because they know this person is going to do big on the box office, and unfortunately, there's not enough black producers and black directors who are out there pushing for new people to kind of come in and open up the door. So it's like everybody gets a turn. When it comes to Nia Long, she had a turn. Gabrielle Union,